to welcome you to our tour today. For those of you who don't know me very well, my name is Kelsey and I am originally from Chicago. And my husband and I moved to Valencia, Spain last February. We're loving it, it's beautiful, and I have been taking quite a few trips lately, so this is one of the beautiful places that I am so excited to bring you to. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome to Cirencester. Nestled in the heart of the picturesque Cotswolds, Cirencester stands as a quintessential English market town steeped in history and charm. With its ancient Roman roots evidenced by the remnants of its amphitheater and mosaic floors, Cirencester offers visitors a captivating glimpse into its rich past. Surrounded by rolling green hills and dotted with historic buildings, this idyllic town exudes a timeless appeal, inviting exploration of its quaint streets, bustling marketplaces, and serene parks. Whether delving into its fascinating heritage or simply soaking in its scenic beauty, Cirencester promises a memorable experience filled with warmth and authenticity. Now, let me tell you about one of the most delicious parts of going to England. This was something that my husband and I particularly enjoyed during our time living there. So, the Sunday roast. It holds a cherished place in British culinary tradition dating back to medieval times when it was customary to enjoy a large meal after church on Sundays. Initially, roasts were cooked over an open fire, featuring beef, pork, lamb, or chicken, accompanied by roasted vegetables and gravy. Over time, the Sunday roast evolved into a symbol of family gathering and celebration, with each household adding its own unique touches and variations to the meal. During the Victorian era, the Sunday roast became even more elaborate, often featuring multiple courses and extravagant spreads for affluent families. Some fun facts for you. The tradition of the Sunday roast is believed to have originated in the 15th century during the reign of King Henry VII. Yorkshire pudding, a classic accompaniment to the Sunday roast. Yorkshire pudding is made from a batter of flour, eggs, and milk or water, traditionally cooked in beef drippings. Oh, sounds delicious. The national dish. The Sunday roast is often considered one of Britain's national dishes, representing comfort, tradition, and family togetherness. Different variations. While beef is the most traditional meat for a Sunday roast, other popular options include lamb, pork, chicken, and even game meats like venison. Vegetarian options. In recent years, vegetarian and even vegan versions of the Sunday roast have become increasingly popular, featuring options like nut roasts, vegetable Wellingtons, and meat substitutes. Leftovers. Leftover Sunday roast meat is commonly used in dishes like sandwiches, pies, and stews throughout the week, making it a versatile and economical meal choice. Gravy. No Sunday roast is complete without a generous serving of gravy made from the meat drippings, stock, and flour for thickening. Accompaniments. Traditional accompaniments to the Sunday roast include roast potatoes, mashed potatoes, steamed vegetables, and a variety of sauces. Regional specialties. Different regions of Britain have their own variations of the Sunday roast, with unique ingredients and cooking methods reflecting local culinary traditions. A modern twist. While the Sunday roast remains a beloved tradition, modern interpretations also often incorporate global flavors and innovative cooking techniques, keeping the tradition fresh and exciting for contemporary diners. What's your favorite part of Sunday roast? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so as we meander, let me tell you about one of the world's most famous prehistoric monuments found right here in England. Stonehenge has fascinated people for centuries with its mysterious origins and purpose. This iconic site, located in Wiltshire in England, dates back over 4,500 years and is believed to have been constructed in several stages between the years 3000 BCE and 2000 BCE. Stonehenge consists of a circular arrangement of massive standing stones, some reaching up to 30 feet in height and weighing over 25 tons each. The monument is aligned with the movements of the sun, particularly during the summer and winter solstices, suggesting that it might have been an astronomical or religious significant site for its builders. Some interesting facts for you about Stonehenge. Stonehenge is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it is considered one of the most important archaeological sites in the world. The stones used to build Stonehenge were transported over long distances, with some coming from quarries in Wales, approximately 150 miles away. Despite extensive research and excavation, the exact purpose of Stonehenge still remains a subject of debate among archaeologists and historians. Stonehenge was not always a solitary monument. It was once part of a larger complex of Neolithic and Bronze Age structures, including burial mounds and ceremonial sites. The largest stones at Stonehenge, known as sarsens, are believed to have been erected around 2500 BCE, while the smaller blue stones were transported to the site much earlier, around the year 3000 BCE. Stonehenge has been depicted in numerous works of art and literature throughout history, inspiring artists, writers, and filmmakers with its enigmatic presence. The site attracts thousands of visitors each year, especially during the summer and winter solstices, when special events and ceremonies are held to mark the changing seasons. Stonehenge has captured the imagination of people around the world, leading to various theories and interpretations about its purpose, including ideas about its use as an ancient calendar, a site for religious rituals, or even as a burial ground. In addition to its cultural and historical significance, Stonehenge also holds scientific importance, with studies conducted to analyze the stone's geological composition, with techniques used in their construction and their alignment with celestial phenomena. Stonehenge continues to be a symbol of mystery and wonder, inviting visitors to contemplate its enduring legacy and ponder the secrets of the past. What do you think Stonehenge was erected for? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, so because we are in such a historical place, let me tell you a little bit about England's history with relation to its castles. England's rich history is dotted with magnificent castles, which served as fortresses, residences, and symbols of power through the centuries. The earliest castles in England were built by the Normans following the Norman conquest of 1066, with Motte and Bailey designs featuring wooden palisades atop artificial mounds. Over time, these wooden structures were replaced by stone fortifications, characterized by formidable walls, towers, and battlements. Castles played a crucial role in medieval warfare. They weren't just for us tourists and our cameras 1,000 years later. Serving as strategic strongholds and centers of administration for feudal lords and monarchs, they also served as symbols of authority and prestige, with lavish interiors adorned with tapestries, furniture, and artwork showcasing the wealth and status of their owners. Some fun facts for you about England's castles. The Tower of London. One of the most famous castles in England is the Tower of London, and it has served as a royal palace, a prison, and a treasury throughout its history. The Windsor Castle. The largest inhabited castle in the world, the Windsor Castle has been a royal residence for over 900 years and was the preferred weekend retreat of Queen Elizabeth II. Medieval fortifications. Many English castles feature elaborate defenses such as moats, drawbridges, and murder holes, designed to repel invaders and protect their inhabitants. Haunted castles. England is home to numerous allegedly haunted castles, including the Tower of London, Dover Castle, and Warwick Castle, which are all said to be frequented by ghosts and spectres. Castles in literature. English castles have inspired countless works of literature, including Shakespeare's plays, Arthurian legends, and Gothic novels, capturing the imaginations of readers for centuries. Film and television. English castles have also been featured prominently in film and television, serving as iconic backdrops for productions such as Harry Potter, Game of Thrones, and Downton Abbey. Restoration projects. Many historic castles in England have undergone extensive restoration projects to preserve their architectural heritage and make them accessible to the public as tourist attractions. Castle gardens. Several English castles boast stunning gardens and landscaped grounds, offering visitors a tranquil retreat amidst the medieval splendor. Heritage sites. English castles are protected as a part of the country's rich cultural heritage, with many designated as UNESCO World Heritage Sites for their historical significance. Tourist attractions. Today, England's castles attract millions of visitors every year, offering guided tours, events, and activities that bring history to life and provide insight into the country's fascinating past. Which is your favorite castle in England? Let me know in the comments below. While we walk, let me tell you a little bit about the history of art and literature here in England. Art and lit have long been integral to the cultural identity of England, with a rich and diverse history that spans centuries. The roots of English literature can be traced back to the Anglo-Saxon period, with works such as the epic poem The Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer. The Renaissance period saw a flourishing of English literature marked by the works of playwrights like William Shakespeare, whose plays continue to be celebrated and performed around the world. The 18th and 19th centuries brought the Romantic movement, with poets such as William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, and John Keats leaving an indelible mark on English literature. In the realm of art, England has produced some of the world's most renowned painters, from the pre-Raphaelites like Dante Gabriel Rossetti and John Everett Mallet, to the portrait artists of the Tudor period like Hans Holbein the Younger. The 18th century saw the rise of landscape paintings with artists like J.M.W. Turner, while the 19th century brought the Victorian era's sentimental and narrative art, exemplified by the works of Sir Lawrence Alma-Tama and the Pre-Raphaelite Brotherhood. Despite its rich and storied history, English art and literature have also had their share of fascinating and quirky facts. Let me tell you some interesting tidbits. The first English novel is often considered to be Daniel Defoe's Robinson Crusoe, published in 1719, which tells the tale of a castaway's adventures on a deserted island. The Bronte sisters, Charlotte, Emily, and Anne, were all accomplished novelists, with Charlotte's Jane Eyre, Emily's Wuthering Heights, and Anne's The Tenant of Wildfell Hall among their most famous works. The Harry Potter series, written by J.K. Rowling, has become one of the best-selling book series in history, captivating readers of all ages with its magical world and compelling characters. The Globe Theatre, famously associated with William Shakespeare, was originally built in 1599 but burned down in 1613 during a performance of Henry VIII. It was rebuilt the following year and operated until 1642, when it was closed by the Puritans. The iconic detective Sherlock Holmes was created by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle and first appeared in the novel A Study in Scarlet in 1887. The Canterbury Tales by Geoffrey Chaucer, written in the late 14th century, is a collection of stories told by pilgrims traveling to Canterbury Cathedral and offers a vivid snapshot of medieval life. Agatha Christie. Often dubbed the Queen of Crime, Agatha Christie is the best-selling novelist of all time, with over 2 billion copies of her books sold worldwide. The Harry Potter film series, based on J.K. Rowling's novels, has grossed over 7.7 billion US dollars worldwide, making it one of the highest-grossing film franchises in history. The British Library, located in London, is the largest national library in the world by number of items catalogued, with over 170 million items in its collections. The Turner Prize, established in 1984, is awarded annually to a British visual artist under the age of 50 and has become one of the most prestigious awards in contemporary art. In addition to its literary and artistic achievements, England boasts a rich tradition of theatre and performance. The West End in London is renowned for its world-class theatre productions, with famous venues like the Royal Opera House, the National Theatre, and Shakespeare's Globe Theatre, attracting audiences from around the globe. The West End is particularly celebrated for its musicals, with iconic shows like Les Miserables, The Phantom of the Opera, and The Lion King, captivating audiences for decades. English literature and art continue to evolve and inspire, with contemporary authors and artists making their mark on the global stage. From the experimental works of authors like Kazuo Ishiguro and Zadie Smith, to the thought-provoking installations of artists like Damien Hirst and Banksy, England remains a vibrant hub of creativity and innovation. Whether exploring the streets of London's vibrant art scene or immersing ourselves in the pages of a classic English novel, the legacy of England's literary and artistic heritage continues to captivate and inspire audiences worldwide. Alright, so as we explore, let me tell you a little bit about architecture in England and how it became this beautiful location that it is today. Architecture in England spans centuries of history and reflects the country's diverse cultural influences and evolving architectural styles. During the medieval period, England was renowned for its majestic cathedrals and castles, such as Canterbury Cathedral and the Tower of London, which showcased intricate Gothic architecture characterized by pointed arches, ribbed vaults, and soaring spires. The Tudor era introduced distinctive timber-framed houses with their characteristic black and white facades, while the Georgian period saw the rise of elegant townhouses and neoclassical buildings influenced by ancient Roman and Greek architecture. The Industrial Revolution of the 18th and 19th centuries brought about significant changes in England's architectural landscape, with the emergence of Victorian architecture characterized by grand public buildings, terraced houses, and ornate railway stations. The arts and crafts movement, led by architects such as William Morris and Charles Rennie Mackintosh, sought to revive traditional craftsmanship and promote simplicity and functionality in design. In the 20th century, England embraced modernist architecture, with iconic structures like the Lloyd's Building in London and the Barbican Estate showcasing innovative design and geometric forms. Some interesting facts for you. The Houses of Parliament, also known as the Palace of Westminster, is one of the most iconic landmarks in England and features the famous Big Ben clock tower. The Tower of London, built by William the Conqueror in the 11th century, has served variously as a royal palace, a fortress, and a prison throughout its history. The city of Bath is renowned for its well-preserved Georgian architecture, including the famous Royal Crescent and the Roman-built baths. The Shard, located in London, is the tallest building in the United Kingdom and offers panoramic views of the city from its observation deck. The Gherkin, officially known as 30 St. Mary Axe, is a distinctive skyscraper in London's financial district, known for its unconventional shape and energy-efficient design. Stonehenge, a prehistoric monument located in Wiltshire, is one of the world's most famous archaeological sites and dates back over 4,000 years. The Brighton Pavilion, built for King George IV in the early 19th century, is a remarkable example of Indo-Saracenic revival architecture with its exotic domes and minarets. The Eden Project in Cornwall features a series of biomes housing plants from around the world, and it is housed within large translucent domes made of ETFE plastic. The Angel of the North, a contemporary sculpture located in Gateshead, England, is one of the most recognizable landmarks in the country, standing at 20 meters tall or 60 feet, with a wingspan of 54 meters or over 150 feet. The medieval city of York is famous for its well-preserved city walls, narrow cobbled streets, and iconic landmarks such as York Minster and the Shambles. Architecture in England varies widely, and it reflects the country's diverse cultural influences and evolving styles. What's your favorite type of architecture in England? Now, while we explore, let me give you some of the fun facts about England that I have found particularly interesting. During this tour, we will learn about a few of these in greater detail, but let me give you the overview. First of all, England is the birthplace of many famous inventions, including the steam engine, the telephone, and the World Wide Web. The iconic Tower of London has served as a royal palace, a prison, and a zoo throughout its history. The London Underground, commonly known as the Tube, the London Underground is the oldest underground railway system in the world. The London Zoo. England is home to the world's oldest operating zoo, which opened in 1828, the London Zoo. Sunday roast. The country's national dish is the traditional Sunday roast, typically consisting of roasted meat, potatoes, Yorkshire pudding, and vegetables. Castles. England has more than 1,000 castles, ranging from ancient fortresses to lavish palaces. The English language. With over 1 million words, the English language is one of the most extensive languages in the world. The British Museum. The world's first public museum, the British Museum, was founded in London in 1753. A cuppa. England is known for its love of tea, with an estimated 165 million cups consumed daily. Bristol. The city of Bristol is famous for its colorful houses and vibrant street art scene, including works by renowned artist Banksy. The Lake District. In northwest England, the Lake District has inspired many famous writers, including Beatrix Potter and William Wordsworth. The University of Oxford. England is home to the world's oldest university. The University of Oxford was founded in the 12th century. Breathtaking views. England's coastline stretches for over 7,700 miles, offering fantastic picturesque views and scenic walks. Which bridge? The Tower Bridge in London is often mistaken for London Bridge, which is located nearby. Yellow Submarine. The Beatles, one of the most influential bands in history, originated in Liverpool. English breakfast. The traditional English breakfast typically includes bacon, eggs, sausage, beans, tomatoes, mushrooms, and toast. Stonehenge. Stonehenge is a prehistoric monument in Wiltshire, and it is believed to be over 4,000 years old. Grand estates. England is famous for its stately homes and grand estates, many of which are open to the public for tours. St. George. The country's patron saint is St. George, who is celebrated on April 23rd with parades and activities. St. George's Cross. England's flag, the St. George's Cross, features a red cross on a white background and is often seen during sporting events and national holidays. All right, so as we walk, let me give you some history on a few of the things that have been invented in England. The steam engine. Invented by Thomas Newcomen in 1712, the steam engine revolutionized transportation and industry, leading to the Industrial Revolution. The telephone. Alexander Graham Bell is credited with inventing the telephone in 1876, revolutionizing communication worldwide. The World Wide Web. Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web in 1989, laying the foundation for the modern internet and transforming how information is accessed and shared. Television. In 1925, it was demonstrated that the first working television system could pave the way for the development of modern television technology. Radar. Developed during World War II, radar technology was instrumental in detecting and tracking enemy aircrafts, submarines, and missile systems. Penicillin. Sir Alexander Fleming discovered penicillin in 1928, revolutionizing medicine by introducing the first antibiotic. Jet engine. Sir Frank Whittle and Hans von Ohain independently developed the jet engine in 1930, revolutionizing air travel by enabling faster and more efficient aircrafts. The electric light bulb. Although Thomas Edison is often associated with the invention of the light bulb, Joseph Swan, an English physicist, developed a similar incandescent light bulb in 1878. The ATM automated teller machine. The first ATM was installed by Barclays Bank in Enfield, London in 1967, revolutionizing banking by allowing customers to access their cash and conduct transactions outside of banking hours. Vaccinations. Edward Jenner developed the world's first successful smallpox vaccine in 1796, laying the foundation for modern vaccination practices and saving countless lives from infectious diseases. Now, as we walk, let me give you a little bit of info on the history of religion in England. Religion has played a significant role in shaping England's history, culture, and society over the centuries. The early history of England saw the arrival of various religious beliefs and practices, including Celtic paganism, Roman paganism, and later Christianity, with the arrival of missionaries from Rome. In the 7th century, Christianity gained prominence under the influence of figures like St. Augustine of Canterbury, who was sent by Pope Gregory the Great to convert the Anglo-Saxons. The establishment of monasteries and churches across England further solidified Christianity's influence, with the church becoming a powerful institution in medieval England, wielding both spiritual and political authority. The Protestant Reformation in the 16th century brought about significant changes as England broke away from the authority of the Roman Catholic Church and established the Church of England under King Henry VIII. Subsequent religious conflicts, such as the English Civil War in the 17th century, further shaped the religious landscape of England, leading to the rise of various Protestant denominations and dissenting religious groups. Some interesting facts for you. England's patron saint is St. George, who is celebrated on St. George's Day, April 23rd, although it is not an official public holiday. The Church of England, also known as the Anglican Church, is the established church in England and the mother church of the worldwide Anglican Communion. The Queen of England is the supreme governor of the Church of England, now the King of England, a role that has been held by English monarchs since the Reformation. England has a rich tradition of religious architecture, including iconic cathedrals like Canterbury Cathedral, York Minster, and Westminster Abbey. The Church of England's Book of Common Prayer, first published in 1549, has had a profound influence on the English language and literature. England is home to numerous religious pilgrimage sites, including the Shrine of Our Lady of Walsingham, which has been a place of pilgrimage since medieval times. The Church of England is known for its distinctive ecclesiastical architecture, characterized by features such as Gothic arches, stained glass windows, and ornate stonework. England has a diverse religious landscape with significant populations of other faiths including Islam, Hinduism, Sikhism, and Judaism. England celebrates religious festivals such as Christmas, Easter, and Harvest Festival, which are marked with traditional customs, rituals, and celebrations. England's religious heritage is reflected in its cultural traditions, literature, music, and art, which continue to be influenced by religious themes and motifs. Now let me give you some background about the history of the Jewish people in England. Jewish communities date back to the medieval period in England, when they began to establish themselves in the country. However, their presence was often met with persecution and discrimination, culminating in the expulsion of the Jewish people from England in 1290 by King Edward I. Following their expulsion, Jewish settlement in England was prohibited for several centuries until the readmission of Jewish people under Oliver Cromwell during the English Commonwealth in the mid-17th century. Over time, Jewish communities gradually resettled in England, particularly in cities like London, Manchester, and Leeds, where they contributed to various aspects of society, including commerce, finance, academia, and the arts. In modern times, England is home to a diverse and vibrant Jewish community, estimated to number around 300,000 individuals. London boasts the largest Jewish population in the country, with significant communities also found in urban centers in other locations. Despite facing challenges such as anti-Semitism and cultural assimilation, the Jewish community in England continues to thrive, maintaining synagogues, schools, cultural institutions, and communal organizations that preserve their heritage and traditions. Additionally, Jewish individuals have made significant contributions to English society in fields such as politics, business, science, and the arts, enriching the cultural fabric of this nation. While we explore some of these beautiful things, let me give you a little bit of history of the British royal family, and of course, the Queen. The British royal family has a long and storied history that spans centuries, tracing its roots back to the early medieval period. The modern British monarchy, as we know it today, can be traced back to the Norman conquest of England in 1066, when William the Conqueror became the first Norman king of England. Over the centuries, the monarchy evolved, with notable monarchs such as Henry VIII, Elizabeth I, and Victoria leaving their mark on British history. The monarchy's power fluctuated over time, reaching its zenith during the height of the British Empire in the 19th century, and gradually transitioning to a constitutional monarchy with limited powers in modern times. Today, King Charles is the reigning king, the son of Queen Elizabeth II, who was the longest reigning monarch in British history. Some interesting facts for you about the royal family and Queen Elizabeth II, who passed away on September 8, 2022. The British royal family has its own dedicated website where members of the public can access official information, news, and updates about the royals. The Queen's official birthday was celebrated on a different day each year, usually in June, with the Trooping the Colours ceremony held in London. The British royal family has a strong tradition of philanthropy and charitable work, with members supporting numerous causes and organizations. Buckingham Palace, the official residence of the British monarch in London, has over 775 rooms, including 52 royal and guest bedrooms. The Queen's official title was Elizabeth II by the grace of God of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland and of her other realms and territories, Queen, Head of the Commonwealth, Defender of the Faith. Imagine signing your name. The British royal family is known for its iconic landmarks, including Windsor Castle, Balmoral Castle, and Sandringham House, which serve as private residences and retreats for the royals. The Queen's corgis, a beloved breed of dog synonymous with the British monarchy, have been a fixture at Buckingham Palace for decades. The British royal family has its own set of traditions and customs, including the annual Christmas broadcast, where the Queen delivered a televised message to the nation. The Queen's coronation took place on June 2nd, 1953 at Westminster Abbey, making her the 39th monarch to be crowned at this historic venue. The British royal family has experienced its fair share of scandals and controversies over the years, but it remains a source of fascination and intrigue for people around the world nonetheless. Okay, so as we explore, let me tell you a little bit about English people. Often characterized by their renowned politeness and dry sense of humor, the people in England are known for their rich cultural heritage and diverse society. The English population is a melting pot of different ethnicities, religions, and backgrounds, reflecting centuries of migration and settlement. Despite this diversity, there are certain cultural traits that are commonly associated with the English, such as the love of tea, a passion for sports like football and cricket, and a fondness for queuing or getting in a line. The English are also renowned for their contributions to literature, music, and the arts, with famous figures like William Shakespeare, the Beatles, and J.K. Rowling hailing from England. Some more fun facts for you about English people. The English are famous for their love of tea, with the average person in England consuming around 3 cups per day. The English language, spoken by 1.5 billion people at least worldwide, originated in England and has evolved over centuries. The English are known for their dry sense of humor and wit, which is often characterized by sarcasm and understatement. Cricket, often referred to as the gentleman's game, is one of England's most popular sports and has been played in the country for centuries. The English are avid gardeners, with gardening being a popular pastime and many households maintaining their own gardens. The English countryside is dotted with picturesque villages and historic market towns, providing a charming backdrop to rural life. Traditional English cuisine includes dishes such as fish and chips, roast beef with Yorkshire pudding, and afternoon tea with scones and clotted cream. The English are known for their love of pubs, which are central to community life and often serve as meeting places for socializing and enjoying a pint of beer. The monarchy plays a significant role in English culture, with the British royal family being one of the most well-known and widely followed monarchies in the world. English people are renowned for their politeness and manners, with phrases such as please, thank you, and excuse me being commonly used in everyday interactions. Okay, as the sun sets on Cirencester, its cobblestone streets and historic landmarks offer a sense of tranquility and nostalgia, leaving us visitors with lasting memories of its timeless allure. Whether strolling through its vibrant markets, admiring its architectural gems, or simply enjoying the peaceful ambiance, Cirencester leaves an indelible mark on all who wander its charming streets. With its rich history, picturesque surroundings, and welcoming atmosphere, Cirencester remains a cherished destination for those seeking a true taste of quintessential English charm. What was your favorite part of this English charming town? Let me know in the comments below. For a more in-depth look at this location, as well as over 100 locations around the world, check out my Explore with Kelsey tours in the Buy Me a Coffee links in the information below this video. Happy travels! Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you for your donations, for your tips, for your PayPals. And as always, thank you for being a part of my traveling family. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye, everyone. Don't forget to follow and like this video for more with me, Explore with Kelsey.